So hi friends, today I've taken a long paragraph from Hindustan Times and I'm going to read out the paragraph and would try to analysis the grammatically. Actually I'm going to analysis the entire paragraph dividing into different sections and would tell you the different parts of speech, phrases and clauses used in this paragraph. So be ready. So here I'm going to read out the paragraph. Ravi Shankar Agarwal, a 70-year-old iron trader known for his punctuality and soft-spoken manner, stepped out of his car on an April morning in Kanpur for a morning walk. So I've taken the first paragraph first and I'm going to analysis the entire stuff. Ravi Shankar, a 70-year-old iron trader. Okay, so first we know that Ravi Shankar is the subject. Okay, subject, then it has to be a noun. Okay, a noun or pronoun. So we see that Ravi Shankar is a proper noun. So Ravi Shankar is a noun. Then a 70-year-old iron trader. Okay, till here we will analysis. A 70-year-old iron trader. It is actually called apposite phrase. Apposite phrase is something which talks about the subject itself. Or in other words, you can say that this is the second name of the subject. Okay. So Ravi Shankar Agarwal, a 70-year-old iron trader. Both are the same person, you know. So you can say 70-year-old iron trader or Ravi Shankar. So that is why it is called apposite phrase. It's provide more information about the subject. Okay. Then we have known for his punctuality and soft-spoken manner. It is a participle phrase. Actually, you know, the third form of the verb is always a participle. Participle, actually, it is, you can call it an adjective too. Okay. So, third form of the verb, sometimes it behave as an adjective. So, it is a participle phrase. Why I am calling it a phrase? I am calling it a phrase because phrase means the collection of few words together. So here we see that here known for his punctuality and soft-spoken manner. After known we have for his punctuality and soft-spoken manner. So till here it is since it is a long group of words, that is why it is called participle phrase. Okay. It is actually describing the subject Ravi Shankar Agarwal. Okay. Now, stepped out of his car. It is the main verb phrase. Why I am calling it a phrase? Because after verb we have 2 or 3 words more. That is stepped out. It is actually a verb of his car. Stepped out of his car. Stepped out is a verb and of his car it is again a it is called prepositional phrase. After preposition of we have a noun, that is car. So it is called prepositional phrase. Remember that the work of prepositional phrase is to to tell you about the subject, that the location of the subject or the purpose, the location, the place, the manner. It tells everything like an adverb. Okay, so the work of prepositional phrase is of an adverb. Okay, it always talks about the location, place, manner, purpose, everything. So he stepped out of his car on an April morning. On an April morning in Kanpur. So here we see again it is a prepositional phrase. It is showing time and place. And then we have for a morning walk. Again prepositional phrase starting with for and end with a walk. Okay. So for a morning walk it is showing a purpose. So that is why it is also a prepositional phrase. Okay. Now let's come to the second paragraph. As he fell a few steps behind his companion near the tree-lined flank of the cantonment area, a furious swarm of bees descended without warning. Okay. So first, as As is a conjunction, you all know, as it is subordinating conjunction. As he fell a few steps behind his companion. So here, as he fell, it is a subordinate clause which showing the, what you call, it is showing the time. Okay, as he fell a few steps behind his cantonment near the tree. Near the tree lined flank of the cantonment area is a, again it is a prepositional phrase and it's showing the location. Okay, a furious swarm of bees. A furious swarm of bees, it is the subject. Now we find it is the subject because as he fell a few steps behind his companion near the tree line flank of the cantonment area. Till here we were getting extra information about the subject, that is a furious swarm of bees. So furious swarm of bees, it's a subject. Descended without warning. So what is descended? So here descended is the main verb. Okay, and it's showing action. Okay, without warning is a prepositional phrase and it's showing the manner. That how did the swarm of bees descended? They descended without warning. Agarwal, dressed in light cotton, fell to the road as stings multiplied. Now here we see Agarwal dressed in light cotton fell to the road as stings multiplied. Agarwal is the subject, as we know, noun. Dressed in light cotton, again it is a participle phrase. It is describing the subject Agarwal. Okay, so it is, remember that again it is a third form of the verb, dressed in light cotton. Now fell to the ground, it is the main verb. Fell, where? To the ground. One thing you should know, that after every sentence, fell, after verb, again we have prepositional phrase, to the ground. Okay, so to the ground, it shows the location, where did he fell? He fell to the ground. Okay, where did he fall? He fell to the road. He fell to the road. Okay, so here fell to the road is a main verb and it's showing action. As stings multiplied. As, again, it is a subordinating conjunction. As a sting multiplied is a subordinating clause of time. Do you understand what is a subordinating clause? We have two clauses, main clause and subordinating clause. Subordinating clause, actually it is not very important. Main clause is important and subordinating clause always gives extra information about the main clause. Okay, so Agarwal dressed in light cotton fell to the road as stings multiplied. As stings multiplied is a subordinate clause. Main clause is Agarwal dressed in light cotton fell to the road. Okay, now here, by the time he was rushed to the nearby military hospital, the man who had weathered decades of business cycles and social change in Uttar Pradesh industrial heartland was declared dead. Till here we will analysis. Okay, now by the time, what is by the time here? By the time, actually it is a subordinating conjunction. Okay, and it is introducing a clause. By the time he was rushed to the nearby military hospital. By the time is a conjunction. He was rushed to the nearby military hospital, since it is talking about not giving full information about the man. So it is called a subordinate clause. By the time conjunction, remember, he was rushed to the nearby military hospital, and now we are going to analysis this part. He was rushed to the nearby military hospital. It is again a subordinate clause of time. As I told you, by the time conjunction, and he was rushed to the nearby military hospital, it is the subordinating clause. Then the subject comes the man. Again we see that it is a the man is a subject. Since we are putting an article the before it, so it becomes a phrase, noun phrase. It is the main subject. who had weathered decades of business cycle and social change in Uttar Pradesh industrial heartland. So here we see who had weathered decades of business cycle and social changes. It is a relative clause, After subject, the man, we have, this is who. Relative clause is talking about the subjects, giving extra information about the man who had weathered decades of business cycle and social change in Uttar Pradesh industrial heartland, was declared dead. It is the main verb phrase. Okay, again we see was declared dead. So this was the analysis of the newspaper passage.